Hey everybody, this is the second reading for today. This is the deck that I'm using for today, The Journey. I really like this deck here. I've been using this deck for maybe 3 years. I like this deck and I like Oracle cards better because Oracle cards give me a very straightforward answer. Tarot does the same thing too, but I feel like with Tarot, some may agree or disagree, but with Tarot, for me personally, I feel like sometimes I forget. I'm human, I forget, and I have to go online and I have to search, or I have to use the book that comes with the deck, and I always have to double check and see, the meaning behind some of the cards. And most of the cards that I use for Tarot, I don't really do reverse. I try to keep my cards very positive, and I try not to read a lot into negative messages. Like when it comes to like exes and things like that, I try to keep my readings very positive, light, wisdom, knowledge-based type of readings, like experience type of readings, so that whatever readings that I provide to the collective, you guys can use it on your day-to-day base, like if it's at work, your personal life, relationships, you growing as a person. That's really what got me into tarot, so that's why I decided I wanted to start posting, because there might be people like myself who are unique, and that's why I call the channel Mysteriously Unique, because there's a lot of people out there who are quiet and shy to themselves, but when you're in the right room or right vibe with certain people, you feel comfortable. You're yourself, you can be yourself, you don't feel like you're being judged, and that's me personally. So if anybody resonates with that, by all means, comment down below, because I'm like that. I'm somebody who, I'm very, very standoffish, but once I get to know you as a person and I see, okay, you're cool, you're not judgmental or anything like that, I'm cool too. I'm like that TikTok meme, I'm just a chill girl. I'm just a chill girl. So I'm just going to pull some cards for the collective for December 22nd. And I hope everyone had a good holiday. So you have integrity. There might be something that pulls on your integrity, maybe a certain situation that you're dealing with that it doesn't resonate with your integrity, and maybe you would like to change that. Next card I'm pulling is difficulties. So same thing I was saying before, there might be some difficulties with integrity. You might be seeing some things around you that you don't like. You might want to get away from it maybe. Or you're just trying to ignore it right now until you can get into a better space, whether it's mentally or physically, but there is an energy of integrity, and maybe you want to change that. There's some situation that you want to change that it's messing with your integrity, or the people around you maybe don't have integrity, and release. Same thing, to release whatever energy that doesn't resonate with you, because again, it maybe doesn't resonate with your integrity. Back to the first card. So maybe there's a pull right now, maybe going back and forth mentally, thinking about situations where you felt like you didn't need to be in those situations and you could have walked away, right? So this could be a situation that's happening in the present. This could be happening in the present time. So I'm going to show the card there so you can see it. And right now, in the present time, you are at your highest self. So just keep doing that. If that means you're keeping to yourself, or you're finding hobbies to do, whether it's drawing, painting, maybe if you're in a hot place, like right now, I live in a cold country right now, so it's snowing. So maybe it's really hard to go outside right now and find things to do. So maybe if you're inside, maybe find something to do. Maybe go online and search online to see what indoor activities you can do for yourself. Again, maybe you don't want to be around people all the time. Maybe you're introverted. Maybe you're a mixture of being an ambivert, which is someone who's introverted and also extroverted. You like being around people, but it's selective people, but at the same time, you like to be alone in your own solitude. And nothing is wrong with that, right? So usually when you're by yourself, you're at your highest self, and that gives you comfort, it gives you peace of mind, it makes you feel better. Right? So I'm just gonna pull one more card for this reading. Journey. Again, right now you're going through a journey, right? And just like any human experience, especially on soul level, if you're going through a journey, not everything is going to go the way you think it's supposed to or the way it's planned, and that's just the way life is. Sometimes there are situations that are difficult and they do play on your integrity, and there isn't anything that you can do, but if you can stand up for yourself and just show people what you believe in, fight for what you believe in, especially if it's coming from the heart, you're not hurting anybody, you're not saying anything negative towards anybody. I don't see anything wrong with you telling people how you genuinely feel, especially if it's something that doesn't feel right to you. And a lot of times when that happens, people get upset, and it is what it is. You know, you can't please everybody. You will eventually begin to notice that you will attract certain people that do belong in your soul tribe, right? And again, that's happened to me before too, where I've been around certain energies where I thought were for me, and in the end, they weren't for me, right? So those are just life lessons that you have to learn. But then once you learn those life lessons, you know that you won't do it again, or you won't go through it again, right? It's just discernment. Sometimes you get a gut feeling, sometimes you have to go through it. But it doesn't change who you are as a person, especially if you're somebody who's very giving, caring, loving, and you genuinely want everybody around you to win, but it just feels as though everybody around you tries to hold you back. Try to ignore that. As hard as it might be, try to ignore it. You have to keep pushing yourself to be a better person and to show other people an example of what it's like to be a better person, especially if you grew up in an environment where every time you've expressed yourself or you've said something to somebody else of a different conversation, maybe you agree to disagree, usually you are the one who's accused of being angry or emotional, or you're not allowed to express yourself. And usually people who end up in situations like that end up, wanting to give to their community, wanting to show their community that, hey, you might not have somebody in your corner, but I'm here. And right now we're in a situation, especially in this world, where we need a lot of people like that. We need a lot of people who are caring, empathic, willing to lend a hand. It's not about money. Sometimes it's just about the energy and being there for people who genuinely need it. And you'll know. You can tell when somebody genuinely needs your help, and you can tell when somebody is wasting your time. So just keep that in mind.